Fred's is coming up on 3 years open now here in Sydney. Working in a restaurant that's putting produce first. That was what I was interested in, and that's what Fred's is pretty famous for. Working with Danielle is great. She's full of energy, quick to laugh, very collaborative and like open-minded. But victory is my only goal, and I will do anything.
So, what are we doing today?
I'm making samosas.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the rib of the lamb, and I'm gonna put it with some broad beans and peas. What are you up to?
Sounds delish. Well, I'm also using the rib. I'm gonna make a little ragu out of that, making some little gnocchi, and you know, I'm here to win.
Are you gonna, oh wow, wow.
I'm using the rib that has the breast attached.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually have that much meaty bit on it, but it has all that beautiful bone, the meat that's in between the bones, and it'll make a really unctuous and delicious sauce for pasta. So first thing I'm gonna do is season up this lamb.
Yeah, I've already seasoned mine from yesterday.
Well, sorry, Mr. Prepared.
I'm just gonna roast it in the oven, a little bit of water, and then cover it
Till
up.
it's like falling off the bone, right?
Exactly. I'm actually gonna put my lamb in the oven now for about half an hour.
Yeah?
Broad beans in, and already they're starting to float to the surface. Okay, Danielle, now we gotta pod these guys, I'm afraid.
All right, I'll give you a hand.
I like a few little ones, like the very small ones.
Unpeeled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a bit more character to them.
Okay, I think I've helped you enough.
That's ridiculous. That's like 4 beans.
So this is a semolina-based dough. It's no egg. I'm gonna just make some little logs with these guys, making a shape that's similar to a gnocchi kind of shape.
So what is that?
It creates those beautiful ridges in the pasta dough.
Wow, that's impressive. I'm a bit worried now.
You better be. All right, so my pasta's made. I think I better crack on with my braise. So I've got my pan on kind of low, medium here. I'm gonna add garlic and onion, carrots, celery, you know, the classic, a bit of stock, tomato passata. So I'm using a bit here in the braise, and then I'm also saving some to add in fresh. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this whole thing in the pan. Then I'm gonna cover that just with some baking paper, and then it goes into the oven. And that'll just cook about 180 for about 2 hours. Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Great color.
I'm just gonna crush the broad beans slightly. With the peas, I'm just gonna throw them in whole. Next, we're gonna mix the braised meat. So I just chopped it up roughly here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put all of that in. In here, I'm also gonna put my onion base, garlic, chili.
Starting to get a little worried here.
But it's pretty good. It's very lamby.
Okay, so I think my lamb braise is done. It's been a couple hours. Oh, it smells good, huh? The way that you know lamb braise is done is if it's kind of like just pulling apart there.
Yeah. Here's my little dough. I'm gonna want to roll this. Probably gonna go to about 20 centimeters wide, I would say, with this piece. So just a little bit of olive oil here. And then you put
Oh, so you layer them together.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And then a roll again.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm gonna fold it like that in a right angle. Then fold it again. Then I'm going to fill this pocket here with the samosa filling. So that's nicely wrapped. So then just get a little bit of egg wash there, and it just goes underneath the last fold. And that's a nice little samosa there.
So those are the ribs. Just gonna bring them onto my board. That's all that meat that came off of that
That's amazing.
one little rack. Look at the color of that and that tomato. And then it's all gonna be recombined with that strained stock. So I'm gonna add a bit of fresh tomato. And we're just gonna let that simmer together while our pasta cooks. Now we just need that pasta to cook in with that sauce. So then I'm just gonna finish it up. Bit of a gnocchi pasta with a lamb rib ragu.
Just frying the samosas, and you know they're done when they look beautifully golden and brown. This is broad bean, pea, and mint samosas with lamb ribs. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
How are you?
Great, thank you.
2 dishes today.
Gorgeous, thank you.
Done.
I feel like I want to start with one of these bad boys. Lovely pastry, so crispy. I'm not really sure if I'm meant to use my hands, but I'm just doing it
Go
anyway.
for it. That chutney is amazing.
I also like the double combination of the peas and broad beans. That's really cool.
You can really taste the lamb in there.
Some of this guy?
Yeah.
I love the texture of the lamb, and the gnocchetti, the pasta is really beautifully firm. And I feel like I'm leaning more towards the samosa just because it's kind of faultless.
Yeah, it was just a really great representation of the lamb and just something so simple but just done so beautifully and so perfectly. I think we've made a decision.
Oh, most of the pasta's gone, so
Well, both of these dishes were super, super delicious, so fresh. We loved the crispness of the pastry and the way that the lime really lifted it. And we loved the texture of the lamb, and the firmness of the gnocchetti was really
Gorgeous,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. Guys, whoever made the samosa, you are the winner today.
You're fired.